we got some video. We accidentally sell drugs to the undercover cop while at work.
Reacting to Cashnesty reacts to when you accidentally sell drugs to an undercover cop while at work.
Kind of ironic, kind of like, but the cop video we just watched, he was using the drugs at work. Big shout out to the big men above. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Let's go ahead and get to the video.
In early 2023, detectives received a Crime Stopper tip that a store employee was selling drugs at the Treasure Coast Square Mall in Jensen Beach, Florida. A 27-year-old male named Patrick thought it was wise to launch a side hustle within Zoomies, where he sold hallucinogens and other unconventional items not approved by Zoomies to customers of all ages. As per the Martin County Sheriff's Office, Patrick had been selling mushrooms for a couple months in the store. Undercover detectives initially spoke with Patrick at the store. Later, they returned on 2 separate occasions and purchased psilocybin mushrooms from him. On September 1st, Patrick...
Hey, chat. Is it me when we shop at Zoomies, let the Zoomie customers probably look like they do psychedelics? Can I get a fax in the chat? Come on, bro. Like, you know, it's just go kind of hand in hand, you know what I mean?
Patrick's rapidly expanding enterprise would soon face its abrupt downfall.
It's a nice looking mall right here.
What's his name again? Patrick. What's up, man?
Patrick, how are you, buddy?
What up?
Patrick.
Look at his shirt. That's a psychedelic type of shirt, now. No.
Transfer on your back.
Dang.
We'll explain everything in a second, okay? Just mine's double F. You got him. I got him. No. Here. Just use my.
You know what I'm saying, bro? A lot of people do psychedelics, bro. I know.
What's his black backpack?
What's up?
He's got a black backpack. Is this his? This one's his? Thank you.
Alright, man, I'm just gonna double lock these on you, okay? So don't walk up
The title is when you accidentally sell drugs to an undercover cop while at work.
on you, okay? Yeah. We'll explain everything to you here in a minute, alright?
Y'all see the cop pull the shirt up?
Do you have anything in your pocket that's gonna stick me or hurt me, anything like that?
Oh, none of those sticking. You, where's your black backpack at?
My black backpack?
What's good, Duck Man?
Upon searching his bag, they discovered a 30-gram plastic Ziploc bag containing mushrooms that tested positive for psilocybin.
Nothing else on there.
Nothing in your shoes.
What's up? Probably was, yeah.
Dang, he had it on him.
The office there. Just walk out.
Thank you.
Yeah, 30 grams.
Oh, that's the show.
What's good, dog? I wish I had a bigger schlong. Thanks for the sub, bro.
Okay.
Boy trying to manifest that on. That boy put in his name on Twitch.
We are just outside where the movie theaters are.
Or actually, if one of you guys want to take a photo.
I'll do that. Anybody got their work phone on them?
Oh yeah, look at that Stanley Cup.
Where the movie theaters are.
Or actually, if one of you guys want to take a photo.
I'll do that. Anybody got their work phone on them? Let me write that secretary, okay?
What's up?
Where do you like this secretary, okay?
Okay. You're on the front seat, alright?
Alright.
Hey, he's cooperative and everything, man. Chill dude, bro. He's like a cool dude, bro.
Guys, we're just going back to the office.
Yeah. Can you pull a police service call for Zoomies?
Yeah, he was trapped a while on the clock, dog. Facts.
He was subsequently taken to the police department for an interview regarding the events that had taken place.
Alright, Brandon.
Boy, got the 11s on, man. He's like a chill
What's
dude.
your name, dude? Patrick. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Obviously, we're here because you got yourself in a little bit of a pickle. Alright. Do you have any idea that, I don't know if anyone explained anything to you yet or anything?
No.
So, months ago, we got complaints of you selling mushrooms, weed, just stuff to not only people coming in and out of the store, but also the juveniles. Okay? Does any of this ring a bell at all?
No.
You don't sell anything? Nothing at all?
No.
Okay. Is that what you're going to stick with? Alright. So, you had a black bag with you today.
Yes.
Is that your black bag?
Mm-hmm.
What was inside of it?
Why is the police interrogating this man with a ski mask on? I'm confused. Is that to intimidate him?
Yeah.
What was inside
I
of
mean,
it?
what you gonna be sitting here self-stitch?
Do you use mushrooms?
Yes.
How much mushrooms do you use at a time?
I microdose them usually, but about a gram.
Now, what if I told you that we've been buying from you for a bit? Still, does any of this ring a...
What are you saying? What?
I microdose them usually, but about a gram.
Now, what if I told you that we've been buying from you for a bit?
He's cooked.
Still, does any of this...
Fred just looked at him and was like, this is what he did. He heard him say that, he said,
ring a bell? Like, you've been selling, we've seen you, we've dealt with you.
Okay.
Do you want me to elaborate, like, refresh your mind a little?
If you want.
It's a little blurry. That's you in the store.
Mm-hmm.
That's you during a deal that we did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Do you have that outfit?
I do, I just found it.
Yeah. So, once again, that's you. We know for a fact you deal.
Okay.
I don't know. Let me see. I don't know. He looked a little more taller. Yeah. Do you got that like in a? You got it on video or just a picture?
So, do you do it to, like, help yourself with extra money, with financially, or help people out, or what's the deal?
Yeah, I don't do anything bad, nothing that bad, so.
And I'm not saying that you're a bad person, dude.
Mm-hmm.
We get it, like, hey, you give a little here, take a little there, it's for extra money, right? What I'm trying to understand is, number one, what the actual reason is for you to sell it. I'm not saying you're a bad dude. Like, you know, you don't look like a Pablo Escobar.
Y'all, when they be doing the quiz right here, they want you to just snitch on yourself, dog. That's why you just get a lawyer right here, bro. Real talk, bro. Y'all see, like, they obviously got him on, like, selling it. You know what I mean? Like they just want him to say, yeah, I done it. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you're not a bad dude. Of course, but you still can't, you know, putting cuffs on me. They just want you to just admit it right here, bro.
Like,
Get the lawyer, man.
I might be confused. Does anyone at the store know that you do for extra money, or
No.
no one else is involved with it?
Mm-mm.
How much do you sell at a time, dude?
Saying like that too, though, bruh. I got his backwards.
Not much.
Well, what's not much? I mean, you had what? How much?
See,
do you
they're
have
taking
with him?
Pacifics.
How much do you have with him?
30 grams.
30 grams. I mean, that's typically how much would you sell that for?
Not much.
What's not much?
160.
Yikes. Bro.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot for $160. Like $160 is pretty cheap compared to what I thought an ounce of mushrooms would be.
Partially for the money, but at the same time, mushrooms for a lot of people are medicine and they help a lot of people with a lot of issues, so I don't really need too much money. So
how much would you get that for that you could sell it for 160?
How much would I get that for? Not much.
What's not much?
50, 60.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're making like $100 profit. It's pretty good.
There has not been a female winner in MX5 Cup history.
When the helmet goes on, nothing else matters.
Oh my God! Round up spare change into saving stocks with Bitcoin, and you use your Cash App card.
Give me 17 cents on Bitcoin.
Wait, all that? Wait, chat. So that 30 grams costs $160? Bro. 50? Wow, 30 grams? Man, look, bro. Man, look. I already told y'all the story, you know, but look. I'm never doing this right here again. Never in my life, dog. Just know, bro. I'm not condoning anybody go do this type of things and like this, man. But make sure you're supervised. Please.
Assuming if you buy it in bulk.
Please.
Right?
Yeah.
You're gonna get a good deal.
I don't really deal with mushrooms.
Don't do it.
No?
Don't do it. Don't do it, Chad.
That it's been selling much, and clearly this is why.
Yeah. How long have you been working at Zoomies?
A year in November.
Have you been doing it the whole time there?
No.
No? How long have you been selling out of the store?
A month or two.
Bro, I tweaked out. Same. I'm talking about, bro. Yeah, I tweaked out too, bro. Over. Bro, up the whole night tweaking, bro. TV on, but then I'm thinking like other things, bro. Like I'm hallucinating, bro. No, indeed, bro.
So you see what the issue here is, right? Like, how big of a clientele do you have?
Not much.
Not much?
I don't make that much money.
Okay. Well, the issue obviously still stands that we're here, obviously, so...
Yeah.
Patrick claimed that he had been engaging in the mushroom trade for approximately a year, seeing it as a strategic maneuver to expand his customer base discreetly within the realm of Zoomies.
Didn't realize my face cam cut off until like 30
How long have you been
seconds
selling the
later.
mushrooms for?
Maybe like
Man,
So you just started selling in the last 2 months at Zoomies, but you've been selling it for a year overall?
About.
Where do you
Like, why we still
from?
talking, bro?
Okay.
Like locally, at the mall?
Yeah, an old friend.
Like, you asking all these questions to me. You got a ski mask on, bro. Look, can I see your face? Like, you know what I mean? What?
It's one of those things where you got caught up. Yeah. How much mushrooms do you think this dude has that you usually get it from?
He has.
Oh, you want to snitch on the supplier now?
Bars, but it's mainly weed that I get from him. But I've stocked up a long time ago on mushrooms, so that's why I used to take more myself, but after like a really bad trip, I stopped taking them as much. It was mainly for me at 1st, just to kind of stock up because they're hard to get.
Yeah. The dude that you get it in Fort St. Lucie, you said he has bars.
Chocolate bars.
The stuff you had today wasn't chocolate bars.
Oh no, that's what I said. He usually has chocolate bars. I had gotten it a while ago.
So that was from a while ago, from that same guy?
Yeah, those are pretty old.
Okay. Alright, just give me a second.
Okay.
Dude, let me just ask you though. So obviously, not only do people, tourists, whatever, just come in and randomly ask you, and you just kind of give it to them. What about like kids, like juveniles?
Oh no.
You don't deal with juveniles? Cause
try my best. I mean, I don't ID people, but
like, because the issue that, like I said, the whole reason this started is because kids are getting it, man.
I've never sold mushrooms to any kids.
Well, juveniles, I mean, in the teenage years, I don't know if you'll be able to tell the difference.
I mean, like I said, I don't ID, but
yeah. Okay. Have you ever had anyone tell you that they've had a really bad trip or anything off the stuff you gave them?
No.
Never. But you've had yourself personally?
Well, I took way too many. How much is way too many?
How much is way too many?
$50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $ It was about 14 grams.
You took a whole 14 grams.
Dang!
Well, it's called, I don't want to go into the whole specifics.
No, I'm
Boy went on a big trip.
Lemon teching. Basically.
That boy, that boy went on a trip so deep. That boy had a whole nother life, bro. Whole new family. Boy was stupid enlightened, bro. Oh man.
Lemon, citric acid reacts to the psilocybin in the mushrooms, which it basically doubles the dose, but it shortens the trip. So where the trip might you take 7 grams, the trip might last 8 hours. If you lemon tech 7 grams, you're gonna trip way harder, but it'll only be for like 2-3 hours.
Boy, try to go hard in the paint, huh?
Yeah.
So what do? Do you like shut everything off and kind of just meditate?
Well, that time
wow, man, you want some, bro?
I did it. I was in a really bad place at the time, so I did that. I did it in the dark.
He's so mean, cast up, Jack.
I like time travel. It was scary. I like party with demon clown guys and stuff. Yes. But that's again why I always tell
real,
people.
I heard people talk about like they went to a bro. I had a homeboy, bro, who actually said, bro, he met the avatars, bro. Like, y'all know that movie, The Avatars? Like, I got a homeboy who said he met the avatars, bro. Like, legitly talk with them and everything.
They can do that to you, but like I said before, it does help. I mean, it's obviously mushrooms are starting to be legalized throughout the country. Mm-hmm. It does help in a therapeutic sense.
No, I've heard that. I've definitely heard that. Where do you have your ounces?
I'd rather not mention that.
Okay, that's fine.
Real quick, was there anybody else working at Zoomies today, or is it just you?
I had one other worker.
So there's somebody there right now?
Yeah.
Okay, because we walked out with you and didn't see anybody else in there. I want to make sure it's secure.
No, yeah, she's supposed to call somebody.
Okay. Alright.
So you don't want to say where the rest of it is?
I'd rather not.
Okay, well, you have a right to say no. I just want to make sure that it's not laying around where someone can get to it or try.
Let him get out, bro. Come on, he done told his whole script, his whole story. Like,
to sell and stuff like that?
Yeah.
After, if I get out of this, no, this is my...
But like you said, unfortunately, what really was I don't want to say bread and butter because that sounds like a terrible way to put it, but the most unfortunate part about this is that we were getting complaints that kids were getting hold of this and that kids were buying it.
That's just
and when we say kids, but we mean people under 18 years old.
Yeah.
And you know just as well as I do, like, it's hard to see, like, or tell how old somebody is.
Hey, Boogie, you know what I'm saying, bro.
That's why I'm very curious about it, because most people, I mean, they're all seem to be adults to me. That's why I'm very confused.
Yeah.
Especially the mushrooms I have even when friends of mine ask, because I do have people are 18 close, I tell them, I do not give mushrooms to children.
Yeah. How tall are you?
I'm 6'2".
6'2"? How long have you been growing a beard?
It's been a while now, 6+ years.
Yeah, 6+ years. How old are you?
I'm 28, turning 28.
28. Okay, so I mean, like when you were in high school, did you have facial hair?
Mm-hmm. I have facial hair. And no, I definitely understand. I definitely understand that.
You probably could
bro,
walk.
Put me in a fucking cell. Fuck. Give me, man. Let me get a phone, bro. So you be out there catching more criminals out there, bro?
Walking to a gas station like buy beer, you know what I mean?
The funny part is that when I was underage, I never got ID'd, and as soon as I came of age, I got ID'd.
Usually how it happens.
Yeah, it was very
well, you know what I mean? Like it's hard.
No, I definitely understand that. I will say, I have been very advocate for with anybody who ever asked me that I do not give mushrooms.
I believe that. I don't believe you.
To anyone, because as somebody who, like I said, tripped too bad, I understand that it could severely mess up your mental state.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, we're not saying you specifically went out and saw it.
No, I understand. Listen, I understand. I did this. I fully understand the ramifications of my choices. I get it. But, however, if I could say one thing, I always made sure that mushrooms never went to kids.
Of course. Of course. No, I understand what you're saying, man. Does, like, your trips, when you go on a trip, is it, like, always the same, or just...
Whoa! Man, bro, let me out. Just come holler at me. Come holler at me, man. I got it for the low, man. Damn. Like, man, just come on, man. Let me out, bro. I got you. Jeez.
Something different each time.
I would say so. That one time was the only time I ever saw anything that wasn't there. All the other times, it's usually just, things are just kind of moving and colors are weird.
You're like on that 70s show kind of?
Yeah, exactly. Like, you look at your phone and everything's dancing around. It's usually pretty fun until you abuse it to the point where you take way too much. And like I said, I saw like crazy demon clowns and stuff that I time traveled.
Right? Like,
Patrick was charged with felony counts of possession of a controlled substance, ×2. Sell, manufacture, distribute Schedule 1, 3, or 4 drugs, ×2. And unlawful use of a two-way communication.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's a felony now. Wow.
Device, ×2. Lastly, his bond was set at $120,000.
You think he couldn't afford this, bro? He working at Zoomies, getting minimum wage. He done told y'all the profit margin what he...
Head over to codebluecam.com.
Bro, that's crazy, bro. All that talking, bro, and they still packed him up. Crazy. Crazy, man. That's a crazy story.
If you need a high performance...
Alright, let's go ahead. Play.